So, on the occasions of other rock stars passing away, I've made videos when they were important to me because I was a fan. Um, Peter Steele from Typo Negative and Chris Cornell being, I think, the two that mattered the most as far as me sharing that I was a fan of theirs when they passed. But this one's a weird one because Eddie Van Halen, I think, really inspired a lot of the guitarists that I listened to because it was impossible for people to not see the advances of him pushing the envelope as far as playing the guitar. Um, People would buy the new Van Halen album just to see, how much farther Eddie Van Halen would take the guitar and up the game of everybody else and raise that bar of excellence as far as being a virtuoso player of the guitar. So anybody who knows anything about the guitar knows who Eddie Van Halen is. But I had a little bit of a different introduction to Eddie Van Halen because um, some of you who followed my channel know this. When I grew up, I was in a sheltered household, and my mother, in particular, did not allow bad influences in the household. One of which being heavy metal music. She was a member of an Assembly of God church in Southern California, and yeah, in that church they looked down on many different things as being related to the devil. So I didn't get to listen to rock and roll that other people were listening to. I got to listen to like classic rock and roll from her childhood, but not so much contemporary music while I was growing up. So um, I was really, really sheltered with what we were allowed to see. We didn't have cable. I didn't have MTV until I turned into a teenager and moved in with my dad in a whole custody thing. So I was already a teenager when I first got to listen to Van Halen's greater body of work on MTV. And so um, when I first got introduced to Eddie Van Halen, I was still living with my mother in that sheltered existence that I had. And I remember wanting to see shows like Alf and Punky Brewster on TV, um, on the NBC channel, and there was this show called Entertainment Tonight that always happened right before all of the uh, prime time, dinner time shows. And on Entertainment Tonight, they played one of Van Halen's music videos, and it was the video for the song Jump. And I really liked that song. I thought it was amazing. And when I uh, went to Arizona to live with my father, I got a new set of friends, and they were not as sheltered as I was. And one of them asked me uh, about what sort of music I listened to, and the conversation went on, and then he asked, "Have you ever heard of Eddie Van Halen?" And I said, "Yeah, I think he's a wonderful pianist." Because all I had ever heard of him was the song Jump. And looking back at that moment, that's one of the ways that I know how sheltered I was as a kid growing up in the Assembly of God Church was I didn't even know that Eddie Van Halen was more than just a really good pianist.